Hi dear students, in this video we are going to study about the angle properties of the triangles, but before that one we have some short definitions about the names. We are going to name the triangle with respect to by angles and by its sides. If we name the triangle by with respect to by angles, we are going to name all the angles are smaller than 90 degree with acute angle triangle. So here this triangle, as you see, all the angles are smaller than 90 degrees, so it's called acute angle. And if there is one 90 degree in the triangle, this is called right triangle. And if one of them, only one of them, it has to be greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree, then this is called obtuse angle triangle. If we name the triangles by its sides, this is isosceles triangle, which means that two sides are equal. But I want to mention two more property here. One of them, if we say this is x and this is x, which means that base angles, they are equal to each other. And here, if the base angles, they are equal to each other, you can draw the altitude here. And when you draw the 90 degree triangle here, like this one I'm talking, I'm going to get this one a bit right. I couldn't catch it. Yes. This one I'm talking about. Here, when you draw your altitude, it's going to divide into two right triangles. And these triangles, they're exactly same. They are congruent to each other, which means that base lengths are equal to each other also. If this length is equal to A, this length is also equal to A, it has to be. Okay, here the second one is by sides. We are continuing. Equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle means all the sides are equal, which means that all the angles also, they are equal to each other. So if this is x, this is x, also this is x, it's going to be. By the way, we can guess the angle here, because if they are all equal to each other, which means that 3x is equal to 180 degree. So x is equal to 60 degree. It's going to be, which means that in equilateral triangle, all the angles, they are equal to 60 degree. By the way, we can find this one also. This is 60 degree also here, and this is 60 degree. It has to be. And when we draw the altitude also here, we are going to see that we are going to get two right triangle again, and it's going to divide the base into two equal parts, like isosceles triangle. I'm going to write like this here, this A, and this is going to be A again. Okay, let's continue with the last one, which is scalene triangle. Scalene triangle has all sides, three different sides. The lengths, all they are different, so it is called scalene triangle. Okay, let's start to solve some exercises about angles and calculate the side of the triangle X in the triangle below. It's very simple. We know that the sum of the interior angles are equal to 180 degrees, so x plus 37 plus 64 is equal to 180 degree. It has to be. So this, while we were constructing the equation, also we learned this one. X is equal to 180 minus 37 minus 64. It has to be. Or you will add them up on the left side, then you can send the sum to the other side. It is also possible. X is equal to 180 minus 37. It's going to be 143. 143 it has to be minus 64. It should be here. 143 minus 64. It should be equal to, I think, 70. 940 minus 60. It is 80. It's going to be 3 minus 4. It is minus 9 it should be, so 13 minus 4, which means the answer is going to be 79. Here, this is an isosceles triangle. Firstly, I need to write this one, isosceles triangle, which means that base angles, they are equal to each other. So x is directly, we can say x is equal to 70 degree. Why that one? Because it is isosceles triangle. And we know that 180, actually let's do like this. So x plus y plus 70 is equal to 180 degree, and x is 70 degree, 70 plus y plus 70 is equal to 180 degree. It has to be y is equal to 180 minus 70 minus 70. Y is equal to 180 minus 70, it is 110. 110 minus 70, y is going to be equal to 40 degree. Okay, this is the answer of the question. It has to be. And I'm going to solve these two questions quickly. Then I'm going to end the video here. Here, firstly, we are understanding from this square, this angle is 90 degree. And this is isosceles triangle. It has to be x again. And actually, when I see isosceles triangle, or when I find this is equal to x, easily we can find the third side here by using the isosceles triangle property. X plus x, isosceles triangle. Here you can see like this. If I move like this, you see these two base angles, they should be same to each other. Okay, then I'm going to say x plus 90 degree is equal to 180 degree. 2x is equal to 180 minus 90 degree. 2x is equal to 90 degree. X is equal to 90 over 2. It has to be, and x is equal to 45 degree. It should be. Okay, I'm going to find the x here, and this is isosceles triangle again, which means that this angle also, it has to be 35 degree. So we are going to find like this. X plus 35 degree plus 35 degree is going to be equal to 180 degree. X is equal to 180 minus 35 plus, actually minus 35 degree. X is equal to 145 degree minus 35 degree. Then x is equal to 110 degree. It's going to be. With respect to sides, this is right triangle and this is obtuse triangle. It should be, which the angle, one of the angle is greater than 90 degree. Here we have two triangles, and this is the altitude of the, this one is the altitude of the triangle. So when we draw the altitude, we know that this is 90 degree and this is 90 degree. It has to be. So it's easy to find the a value here. A is equal to 160 plus. For the a, we are doing this one. Let me rewrite this part a bit down. It has to be like this. A plus 60 plus 90 degree, it should be equal to 180 degree. So here the important part, A is, we are solving the question in the small triangle now here. And A is equal to 180 minus 90 minus 60, which is A is equal to 90 minus 60, and A is equal to 30 degree. It has to be the similar here. And the B plus 45, B plus 45 plus, it looks like 6, so I'm going to rewrite that one. B plus 45 plus 90 degree, it has to be equal to 180 degree. B is equal to 180 minus 90 minus 45, it has to be. B is equal to 90 minus 45. B is equal to 45 degree. It's going to be. This is an isosceles right triangle like this one also here. So our solution is A is equal to 30, B is equal to 45, and if it is asking A plus B, what it is, because this is the third angle in the biggest triangle here, which is 75 degree, it has to be.